Hello everyone and welcome to Rob's Rogues, and today we're taking a look at the DC Chess Collection, or as people refer to it, the Batman DC Chess Collection by Eaglemoss. And this is figurine number 15. This is the very cold and chilly Mr. Freeze. Again, one of my top 3 favorite Batman villains. My favorite being Hush, then probably Black Mask, and then Mr. Freeze. So, and Clayface is right in there as well. Probably going Hush, Black Mask, Clayface, and then Mr. Freeze. But there you go. But anyway, I digress. This was one that I paid $16 for this one. That's the price that you see here. But all of the others were under $16, so I thought that was really cool. This might be one of my favorites out of the whole entire set. The Red Robin and Damian are really close, even the Batman, but this one, just looking at him in this box right here, I really like him. And he's probably going to be almost as tall as some of the other figures, and he's only a pawn, so he's quite a large figure. So very cool. Not much to show in the box. Another villain, so they are in the gold yellowish part of the box. No real other work at all, other than the bats and then the DC Comics logo. So we won't waste any time. No extra rambling. We're going to get Mr. Freeze out of package, and we'll take a look at this pawn chess piece. We'll be right back. Alright, and here is a look at Mr. Freeze. I got smart this time and I removed the book. You thought I would have done that the other couple times, but such a cool figure. The camera's got to readjust since I brought him in a little bit closer here. I like this figure a lot. Figurine a lot. I love the dome. And it is glass. It's not a plastic. So that's a nice little touch there. It reflects very, very well. You can kind of see the other lights that I have to be able to do the shot here. I love the red eyes. I know I've always been a Mr. Freeze fan, but you can look inside the gun there. If you can kind of pick it up, there's a little bit of blue in there, if you can pick it up. But this is really cool. It very much reminds me of the DC superheroes, Mr. Freeze. I have that figure. This kind of worries me just a little bit, the hosing that's come around here. I feel like this is a piece that could break off. It's made of the same part as this, so if I were to push too hard, I think I could snap it off. So I have to be very, very careful with these, or I have them on my desk and make sure nothing falls into them. But I like the iridescent blue in his legs. Man, this might be really close to be one of my favorites. There's the Joker playing card that I was talking about that is on the other pawns. The dark side pawns. Not sure if I did it with Commissioner Gordon. I don't believe so. I'll bring him up real quick. You can see Mr. Freeze and all the other languages. BCH 0339. Did I say 033039? Good Lord, I can't read. Grab Commissioner Gordon really quick and check the bottom of his. And there's the base of Commissioner Gordon. BAT 4382 is his part number. So, Commissioner Gordon got a little extra time here. Mr. Freeze's, we're looking at a white screen. Focus. Getting a little bit of resistance from the dome here, but just very cool. I think this one is painted very, very well. I'm not noticing. You can see a little bit of slop in and around the canisters of the blue, but again, from far away, I'm not going to really knock them. They're just going to be sitting on in front of my computer monitor, kind of guarding my monitor. But I really dig this. How much can I say that? Very, very cool. And there's pieces that are cut in, if you can kind of tell that these aren't just painted on, they're kind of etched in there to give some depth to the suit. Almost look like he's wearing some type of shorts rather than a suit. His skin is all blue, so looks like his legs are exposed in places, his arms are exposed, and It's kind of got a mid-drift going on here rather than being a full suit. So, but still very cool. I like this piece quite a bit. We'll take a look at Mr. Freeze's book. Again, I say it all the time, I really like these books. Mr. Freeze's gun here is actually on as more like a gauntlet type thing rather than a gun and tank setup. I like the gun and tank setup. I think it's a little more menacing that way. Although I guess it would be more beneficial that if you did have it on your hand that it wouldn't get knocked off or ripped out, but hey, you'll have that. Kind of curious to read about the Black Pawn. As stuff is falling here. It says, Mr. Freeze, the set's latest black pawn is Mr. Freeze, Gotham City's most cold-blooded killer. Mr. Freeze's scientific genius, coupled with his psychotic obsession with the cold, makes him a deadly threat for the Dark Knight. Reading is not your strong suit today, Rob. So again, a lot of cool artwork and history. Heart of Ice is mentioned here. The wonderful story written by Paul Dini from Batman the Animated Series. So very cool. As I drop something off camera here about him trying to save Nora. And just some really cool images. There's a shot of Mr. Freeze getting blasted by his own contraption. And here is the new 52 look to Mr. Freeze right here. So Mr. Freeze gets some new 52 treatment in this book, and I like the twist on Mr. Freeze of a new 52, that where they're saying Nora isn't his wife, it was an obsession of a girl that he liked, and she ended up needing to be frozen. He's trying to unthaw her. So here's a book written by Dan Curtis Johnson, J.H. Williams III, and Seth Fisher. Batman Snow. I don't know anything about this. Anybody else? Let me know. Another take on Mr. Freeze's history there. There's his freeze tank. And apparently Robin was frozen. Not sure what issue that's from. Interesting. But again, there's a lot of stuff in here. Something for Stu Murray 47, Mr. Freeze, and Superman battling. Pretty cool. Cool. Get it. And then here we are, Mr. Freeze from the New 52. A young Victor Freeze pushes his mother into the frozen lake. Nut job. So, very cool. So what I'm going to do right here, so as to not be fawning all over Mr. Freeze, or pawning, I'll pause the camera real quick and I'll bring up all the other chess pieces I have at the moment up. We will be right back. Alright, here are the 7 chess pieces I currently have at the moment. Starting in the back, we've got Red Robin, Batman, Nightwing, Robin, Damian, and then the Penguin, Commissioner Gordon, and Mr. Freeze. It's really cool to finally have these 3 out. Like I said, I do have a 4th that got it free Comic Book Day. That was another Robin that I'm currently keeping all sealed up at the moment, just in case something were to happen to this one, or if I happen to sell it at some point. Right now I'm not planning on it, but I think it's really cool if you're able to get a hold of them, especially if you're a Batman fan, and I would love to try and track down the chessboard and kind of slowly picking them up as I see them, or kind of picking them of order of importance for me, or if I'm able to get a good deal on them. If these are the only 7 that I get, I'm perfectly fine with that. I didn't think I was going to get any more than Red Robin when I first originally reviewed him during the Christmas season. I think January is when I reviewed Red Robin, and slowly between January to now being July, I've been able to pick up 6 other figures. So Stu Murray 47 was a huge help in getting 3 of them, namely Batman, Robin, and Nightwing. So thank you, Stu. I've been able to increase my chess collection just a little bit more with 3 other figures that I've been able to pick up on my own, and just kind of a dumb luck around the Ohio area where I live. So if you want a little different type of a collectible, I think these chess pieces are the really cool way to go. And it's a nice little conversation piece, and it'd be really neat to, get them on a chessboard and have them, standing there. And who knows, maybe at some point I'll eventually get them all, or, get enough of them that I can maybe make up a little bit of a chessboard. So today we've been taking a look at Mr. Freeze, and then, of course, here all the rest of them that I have up to this point. So, as always, this is Rob for Rob's Rogues and for the Batman universe and the Bat Fans podcast, signing off saying we will see you guys next time.